Y'all know who it is, and y'all know what it is. It's your boy, man. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Breaking news. Breaking news. The Las Vegas Raiders made some final cuts today, and one of the final cuts that was made was Cam Miller. Cam Miller has been waived by the Las Vegas Raiders. And unfortunately, I told you that he wasn't going to be the second string quarterback. I tried to warn y'all. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation, salute to the Unfiltered fam, salute to the Mod Squad, salute to the goons in the chat. Run the likes up, bro. Run the likes up. Keep the likes at 50% of the audience at all times. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man. What's goody, dog? I told you guys. Matthew Shack Unfiltered says things before it happens. And you know what's funny? A lot of people were laughing at me, man, telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. When I told you Cam Miller was not going to be the second string quarterback on his football team, and now he's not on the football team. Not as of now. It's possible he can come back, but he won't be on a 53-man roster. So if he's not on a 53-man roster, then that means he's not the second string quarterback. I tried to tell you guys that shit. Wait a minute. Matthew Shack Unfiltered gets it right again. I got it right again, dog. And I'm definitely rubbing in all you haters' faces, man. I tried to tell you, dog. Pete Carroll is not going to do anything that you want to do. I like Cam Miller, but I knew he wasn't the second string quarterback. I tried to tell you that. Not only did he get cut today, Tommy Malott got cut today too. Tommy Malott got cut. And also, Aiden O'Connell was not put on IR. Aiden O'Connell was not put on injured reserve. It may happen tomorrow. So as of now, Aiden O'Connell's still on the 53-man roster. Why? I thought he was going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. This is why you can't pay attention to anything that any of these casual roaches with Raider hats have on their heads, bro. Telling me and laughing at me, telling me that I'm ridiculous. I don't know. I'm one of the worst channels out there. I'm not one of the worst channels out there. I'm the channel that's going to tell you the truth. I'm the channel that's not, I don't kiss ass. I don't do none of that. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you even if I don't like it. I'm going to tell you even if I do like it. And I told you and put a one in the chat when I warned all of you guys that Cam Miller is not the second string quarterback of this team with Pete Carroll being the coach. The way that he played is him needing to be seasoned. He needs to be marinated. He needs to hold a clipboard. He needs the game to slow down. But you guys, once again, you guys wanted to try to ruin a quarterback prospect. And I knew Pete wasn't doing that. And I told you guys that he wasn't the second string. And no matter how many times you told me I didn't get it right or I didn't know what I was talking about, Pete Carroll just proved me right by actually waiving him. He's waived. That means anybody can pick him up. That doesn't mean he's coming back unless he clears waivers. That means he has to be passed on. 31 teams have to pass on him, and we can designate him tomorrow by 12 noon uh, um, Pacific Standard Time, and he can come and get on the practice squad. But if you're on the practice squad, you're not on the team, you're on the practice squad. I told you guys that. I warned you. I warned you, man. Don't play with me. Don't play with the Unfiltered Nation. Don't play with what we do here, dog. We, you're not us. There's nothing you can do, man. You can hate all you want, man. But at the end of the day, he who laughs last laughs best. And I told you, Cam Miller was not going to be the second string quarterback on a Pete Carroll team. Why do you think we went and got Kenny Pickett? Kenny Pickett is the second string quarterback on his team. AOC is the third string quarterback on this team, even though he's injured. Why not put AOC on IR and keep Cam Miller. These are the questions that I have the answers to, but maybe one day you'll stop doubting me when I tell you guys something in advance. Maybe you guys will start understanding that I have a beat on this shit. Me and the Shield are like this, dog. I'm trying to tell you. I say things way before it happens, and then I get all the grief only to be exonerated in the end. So if you're coming in late, Cam Miller, as of right now, is not a member of the Las Vegas Raiders. So how in the hell is he the second string quarterback of this team? Okay? It is what it is, dog. Okay? All right? Hey, man. Hey, man, it don't matter why I'm how I am. What matters is I'm right. That's all that matters. All that matters is when you come over here and you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, only to find out that I do know what I'm talking about. You don't get to determine how I rub it in your face. You don't get to say, okay, Shaq, take it easy. No, dog. No. No, y'all thought y'all had it right. You thought you had me up against the wall and you got knocked the fuck out. That's what it is. If you don't like it, get out of here. But that's what happens every time you doubt me. Every time you doubt me, I slap the shit out of you. Every time, dog. And I tried to warn you guys. You cannot just assume that because you like somebody, they're going to be on this team. Those days are over, bro. The days of you like a player and he's on the team is over. Pete Carroll does not. Let me get your whole ass off my shit. Like I said, you're just mad because you're a team tanker. Let me get these team tankers off my shit. Get your ass up out of here, dog. Like I said before, dog, they want me to take it easy on them after they said all that bullshit. Every time I get it right and they say I don't, they want me to take it easy on them. No, man, that's for your fat ass, ugly ass girlfriend to do. No, I'm definitely rubbing that shit in. All right? Got a lot of people telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Cam Miller deserves to be the second string. How come he's not on the team? How are you second string and you're not even on the team, dog? Okay? That's the point. Okay? That's the point. Whole bunch of people, man, are looking crazy right now, dog. They're looking shitty in the face. Okay? So as of right now, just to correct all these stupid idiots, Cam Miller is waived. He's not on any practice squad. He's nowhere at all. He has to clear waivers. Okay? And that's going to be 24 hours. That means everybody has an opportunity to pick him up. If he's available, then Pete Carroll can decide whether or not he wants to bring him back. He doesn't have to bring him back. But the point that you guys are not understanding is, one, I got it right. Two, these team tankers and these tank for shadors don't like it that I got it right again and they're looking stupid. And three, why is AOC still on the 53-man roster when he's injured to be out 6 to 8 weeks? Why is he still on the roster, dog? When you could have easily put him on IR and kept Cam Miller. That's the question. That's the question. Go look at the roster. They did not designate him to be on the IR yet. He is the third string quarterback as of right now due to injury. AOC is still an active player on the 53-man roster with a broken wrist. That's the question that you're done asking yourself. Damn everybody else that got cut or who ain't on the team. The question of the day is, let's see how smart you roaches are. Why in the fuck is AOC still on the roster when he's hurt? Out 6 to 8 weeks with a broken wrist when Cam Miller just got waived. That's the answer. That's the question. Do you have the answer? And I guarantee you don't. Why, bro? You could have easily kept Cam, but you didn't keep Cam. You still got AOC on the roster. Go look at it, bro. They didn't designate him. They did designate Lonnie Johnson Jr., who I like, for injured. He's retained on the IR. They put Lonnie Johnson Jr. there. But why didn't they put AOC there? That's the question, bruh. And you know what? Not everybody's qualified to answer it, but you don't get to tell me to take it easy, bruh. Nah. The last couple of days, you guys was running around, popping it like an ugly stripper, bruh. Telling me that I got it wrong and we don't need this guy and we don't need all these people because we got Cam and he deserves to be the second string, only to find out Cam Miller has been cut. He's cut, baby. What's the answer? Where's all the poppers at? Where's all the people popping it? Where the hell are you guys at? Show up so I can drag you. Show up. Please. Okay? Come on, bruh. Pull up. Where's it? Where all y'all at? Y'all was popping it yesterday, the day before. Now pop it now. You can't. I got it right. I told you guys Cam Miller wasn't ready to be the second string. That doesn't mean he won't be back, but he won't be second string. Told you that. Told you that, man. Pete knew it too. Okay? Those horrendous interceptions Cam Miller threw. He threw an interception last game. He threw an interception against the 49ers. He's a rookie. He can't be the second string. But why is AOC still on the active roster? You guys, like I said before, man, it comes a time where you have to put up or shut up. It comes a time, man, you can't talk your way out of every fight. You can't talk your way out of every brawl. You popped it. You said when you saw Shaq it was on. Shaq shows up. Now you're tucking your tail. What's up? I never deviated. I never said anything different. I told you guys from day one, Cam Miller's not a number 2 yet. Oh, yeah, Shaq. Oh, yeah. No, he's not. No, he's not. There's 3 quarterbacks on this roster right now. Geno Smith, Kenny Pickett, Aiden O'Connell. That's it. There's no other quarterbacks. Tommy Malotte's not on the team. He's gone. Tommy Malotte's gone. Cam Miller's gone. What happened? What the hell happened, you guys? Shaq got that shit dead on right again. That's what happened, bro. Okay? That's what happened. And now you want to come over here and you want to cry like a bitch? Now oh, Shaq, come on, why are you mad all the time? Because people are fucking with me and they fucking with the wrong one. Maybe that's why. Maybe every time I try to help y'all out and give you guys game, the majority of y'all, man, salute. You guys know what it is. But some of these little Rudy Poots, they still think they on our level. No, you're not, bro. Then you want to come over there and be mad at me saying I got an ego? Yeah. You had an ego up until you found out Cam Miller got cut. Now you don't want it. You don't want that heat. You don't want that smoke. Nah, I'm giving it to you, dog. Every time somebody does this to me, I just wait. I just sit back and wait, bro. I just sit back and wait for y'all. And just be like, okay, clock's ticking. When the bell rings, ding, ding. Headshot. I'm headshotting. Now you knocked out. Now you talking about what happened. Oh, Shaq, you're nah. I told you guys, man, Cam Miller is a good quarterback prospect. You guys do not know how to evaluate quarterbacks. You don't. He was never a number 2, dog. He was a quarterback that was in development. All right? But due to the fact AOC got hurt, if AOC didn't get hurt, Cam Miller would be on the team. Okay? But that's not what you told me. We don't need nobody, Shaq. We don't need Carter Bradley. Carter Bradley sucks. If Carter Bradley sucks, what does Cam Miller do? If Carter Bradley sucks, what does that mean for Cam Miller? Are you trying to tell me Cam Miller's better than Carter Bradley? Is that what you might not want to talk. Carter Bradley is better than Cam Miller. Okay? Maybe the potentiality of Cam Miller might be better than Carter Bradley, but right now Carter Bradley's better than Cam Miller. I didn't see Carter Bradley do any of the things that Cam Miller did. Did you see Cam Miller run around and throw dime touchdown passes against our defense? No, you didn't see him do nothing. Came in the game. He had 6 consecutive run plays in a row. When we watched that damn game, when we watched the Cardinals and the Raiders, and we were watching it, and I was saying, why is Chip Kelly giving him 6 consecutive run plays in a row and wouldn't let him pass the ball past 7 yards? Remember? And he got to throw that one bomb pass, and Philip Dorsett, who got cut, dropped it. I knew he wasn't the second string if you're not going to let him throw the football. Okay? Like I said before, man, you don't get to come over here and tell me to take it easy on you guys, man. You crazy as hell. Nope, there'll be none of that. That's what you get for fooling with me in the first place. Next time, it won't. The next time I get it right, you'll be doing it again. Every year, I got to go through the same shit. Every year, I got to tell you something before. You got to go through the whole situation to find out Shaq was right. And then you want me to take it easy on you. No, I just block you. Cam Miller isn't what y'all thought. Cam Miller is not C.J. Stroud. Cam Miller is not Jaden Daniels. Cam Miller is not Trevor Lawrence. These are all rookies that started. If you're that good, as you guys really wanted to make him be, he would have been the starter. Look at the rookies that I just named. They started from day one. C.J. Stroud started from day one. Jaden Daniels started from day one. Jalen Hurts started from day one. Trevor Lawrence started from day one. Day one, bro. Okay? I'm hoping Cam Miller comes back because I like Cam Miller. But I got it right. AOC is still on the roster with a broken wrist when you could have easily put him on IR. Why they do that? You know why I think they did it? Because I think that AOC's prognosis might not be 6 to 8 weeks. Let me say that again. There's a possibility that AOC might not be out 6 to 8 weeks. He may be back quicker than that. There's a possibility. That's the only way. Now, tomorrow, if they put AOC on IR tomorrow, then that will justify the fact that he is on injured reserve. Because when you put a player on injured reserve, they can't play for a certain amount of weeks. I think it's 6 weeks, 6 games or 5 games. You can't put somebody on IR and then take them off because it's a designation for you to have more players on your roster. Okay? So they don't want to do that yet because maybe AOC's injury isn't as serious as they said. Okay? But AOC is an active member on this roster right now. And to be honest with you, if AOC's prognosis is that he's not as hurt as it seems, he's the second string quarterback and Kenny Pickett's the third string quarterback. But right now, due to injury, I'm saying he's third, but he shouldn't be third. He should be on IR. But he's not. See what happens when you play with me, man? You got to play with something safe. You can't play with something that ain't safe, dog. I'm not safe. I'm combustible, bro. You got to know what you're doing. You got to handle with care. You got to put on some damn gloves when you're fooling with me. Okay? I told you guys what it was. All right? So now what are you guys going to do? What are you going to do now, bro? You going to come up with the next excuse of why your boy Cam Miller ain't on the team? Oh, Pete's hating on him? What's the next excuse you're going to come up with? You guys are full of excuses, bruh. What's the next excuse you're going to come up with? You guys are shocked right now. You guys are absolutely shocked right now. You are shocked that Cam Miller just got waived. You would have thought that Shedeur Sanders was going to get waived before Cam Miller, the way y'all was talking. What happened? Like I said, man, when it comes down to it, man, y'all ain't really about that life. You guys that are out there talking all this shit, you guys pop all this shit, man. I'm the only person that stands out with his chest out saying, let's do it. I'm down, dog. I get my shit right. I stand on business. Okay? I told you Cam Miller was not the second string quarterback. Now he's not a quarterback at all. At all. Y'all got that shit absolutely wrong. Put that in the wrong column for you guys. Again. Fool with me if you want to. I don't care who don't like me or not. I only care about what's the truth, man. The truth is all that matters over here. So yeah, man, I don't care about the rest of the roster. The rest of the roster makes sense when I looked at everybody. When I looked at everybody, I wasn't like, wow. I wasn't. Tommy Malott didn't outplay Dylan Lobby. He didn't. Okay? And Cam Miller ain't the second string quarterback on your team, bro. You better try to call up the Raider image and try to cancel that Cam Miller jersey, dog. You better cancel that shit. Yo, a couple of years is not today. It's not today. You didn't think what was gonna happen just happened. You got blindsided. You got blindsided when you heard that. I didn't. Okay? Try to tell you guys this shit, man. Try to tell you guys this shit. You Raider fans that think because you like a player that's going to keep them on the team, them days is over. Nah. Pete don't care about who you like at all. Y'all love Cam Miller. Y'all love all these dudes. They ain't on the team, are they? You better learn, bruh. This ain't Josh McDaniels you fooling with. This ain't Antonio Pierce who don't got no damn power. Nah, dog. This is Pete Carroll. Didn't Tom Brady pick Cam Miller and Tommy Malott? See, I'm gonna hit you where it hurts at, man. I don't care. I don't care if you got a toothache or not. I'm about to pour a whole pound of sugar in that shit. Didn't Tom Brady sign off on Cam Miller and Tommy Malott? Didn't he? What happened? Pete Carroll don't give a damn what Tom Brady recommended. Because Tom Brady definitely didn't recommend Kenny Pickett. I'm willing to say TB12 didn't sign off on the Kenny Pickett trade. I can guarantee you he didn't. I guarantee you TB12 was like, huh? Kenny Pickett. Tom Brady was like, Kenny Pickett. He didn't sign off on that, though. You keep thinking Tom Brady's running shit, bro. You keep thinking that, dog. Tom Brady's not doing it. Tom Brady's shocked right now, dog. Tom Brady like, hey, Mark, what the hell's going on? What do you mean? Hey, you got rid of Tommy and you Tommy Malott and you got rid of Cam Miller? Mark's like, oh, did we? Mark don't know. Mark's at the Aces game. I don't know, man. You got to call Pete. I don't know what's happening, dog. Hey, man, I got a couple of shooby-dooby showing up. Tom, I got to go, dog. I don't know, dog. I just own the team and shit. I don't know. I collect the money. I build big-ass houses that look like the stadium. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, dog. Okay. Talk to somebody who knows what the hell's going on, bro. All right, I got to go, dog. All right. Hey, come on, Shirley. Come over here. Sit over here, okay? Hey, Pete. Hey, Tom. I mean, what happened to my boy Cam? Cam wasn't going to work, bro. What do you mean? I'm Tom Brady. Yeah, I know, and I'm Pete Carroll. All right, Tom, we got to go, dog. Kenny showing up. Kenny who? Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett. You mean Kenny Pickett who lost his job to Russell Wilson? You mean Kenny Pickett who lost his job to Mason Rudolph? Yeah. You mean Kenny Pickett that won a ring over there with the Eagles and all he hit was a clipboard? Yeah. Kenny Pickett, the guy that didn't beat out Shador? Yeah, that guy. All right, man, let me get to work. Tom, we back to work, man. Tom, look. Y'all are looking crazy right now, dog. I keep trying to tell you, man, you can't out-Raider us over here, bro. You can't out-Raider us. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do, man. It's like slap boxing with a baby, bro. Like, you guys are way, way, way below. I mean, you guys are underneath the nation. You're underneath the nation. All right? You're not even worthy, bro, to come and say anything to me. All right? But for those of you guys that are coming in late, let me just go ahead and rub this shit to the bone again. The Raiders have waived Cam Miller. And I told you guys the last couple of days, Cam Miller was not the second string quarterback on this team. And guess what? He's not. And you know why he's not? Because he's not on the team at all. Okay? Now you guys figure that out. You guys can cry in your cornflakes. You guys can say how unfair it is and how this and that and we never have anything good and all that woe is me shit you guys like to do. But I told you guys, when I saw Cam Miller run 6 consecutive run plays in a row when he came out there, I knew he wasn't going to be the second string quarterback. But you guys get married to people who don't love you, bro. Like you really thought because she kissed you on the forehead that was your girlfriend. Like you guys are you guys are really really lost, dog. Okay, all right. So at the end of the damn day, I'm not upset at all. I got it right. What I'm hoping for, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I'm hoping for that nobody else in the National Football League. Now, look how far fetched and how far off the reservation you fools are. Look, I'm going to really show you where you're standing at. You're really standing like Wiley Coyote. The cliff has ended and you're in the air and you don't even realize it yet. Or you just need to look down and you'll realize you're going that way. Okay? You got to hope a lot now. You got to hope that Cam Miller didn't do anything to impress 31 other teams. Okay? Then you got to hope he clears waivers. Then you got to hope Pete Carroll wants him back. Then you got to hope he's on the practice squad. But even if all of that happens, you still got that shit wrong when you said he was a second string quarterback on this team because you have to be on the 53-man roster to be the second string quarterback. And he's not. And if he comes back, he won't be on the 53-man roster. He'll be on the practice squad. So guess what? Either way, you got it wrong. Either way, I'm hoping that he comes back because I like Cam Miller. But I knew he wasn't ready, dog. That's how you made AOC what he is today. Doing too much, putting people in when they're not ready. All that shit. Okay? But the writing was on the wall, but you didn't want to see it, bro. There was a sign that said dead end street, and you kept driving at 75 miles an hour and you ran into somebody's house. It's that simple, bro. 6 consecutive run plays in a row by Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly didn't trust him throwing that football. And when he threw it, he threw it to the wrong team. Okay? That's it, man. That's it, dog. I mean, like I said before, man, I always get the last laugh on you guys, bro. And every time I get the last laugh, I gotta block one of you guys because you at least one, maybe more. If I read the comments, I'll block you too. Like I have to do it, bro, because you shouldn't be this arrogant coming over here telling me I don't know what I'm talking about when I've proven myself over and over and over and over. All these things I've gotten right. Y'all really think I'm gonna get this shit wrong? This shit was a layup, bro. This shit was a Nerf hoop layup. This was easy. Okay, this is prime Shaquille O'Neal on a 6-foot rim. This is easy as hell. Okay? Chip Kelly didn't trust Cam Miller to run his offense. That's why he's not on his team right now. Okay? Funny as hell, bro. Tried to tell you guys, man. Don't play with me, man. Try to tell you, man. And then you want to be mad when I tell you what I tell you. Shouldn't have never tried me in the first place. It was shits and giggles yesterday. It was kikiing and all of that. Laughing emojis and all that shit. But ain't no laughing emoji now. Read the title on what it says on this video right now. It says, just like I said, in caps with exclamation points on it. He's not the second string quarterback. Just like I said. Sub me, don't sub me, like me, don't like me. But what you can't say is I don't get it right, because I do. Told you. Got you. Got you. Got you. You want me to get you again? I'm going to get you again. Trust me, there'll be another situation that'll pop up and I'll get you again. You're going to continuously take these home. These is going to be your new initials. Okay? You're always going to take an L. It may take a year, it may take a season, it may take a couple of weeks, it may take a couple of games, but you're just going to find out every time you always take one to the chin fooling with me. All right? So this is another one. Charge it to the game. It is Matthew Shack Unfiltered and oh, Matthew Shack Unfiltered and still hate it or love it. Let me read you guys' comments, man. I ain't gonna be on here long, dog. Sitting here putting new battery in my damn in my remote control, and I'm about to flip channels. That's it. But your boy Cam Miller gone. Cam Miller out the door, dog. Hope he comes back. What y'all got to say? I really want to read some comments where y'all's like, damn, Shaq, hey, man, I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry, Dan, that I said that, dog, that I said you were wrong. But I ain't going to see it. I don't need to see it. I was never wrong, bro. That's the key. All right? Let me go ahead and read you guys' comments, man. Larry Ramirez with the 1999 dono. What up, big dog? Just checking in. Hey, man, serving these fiends out here, bro. You know how it is, Larry. We out here, man, serving these fiends out here, dog. Okay, making sure that they stay nice and cracked up. All right, serving them. I mean, letting them know. Okay, like I said, man, y'all better get back in there, jumping in and out of them cars, bro. We need our money. Okay, get back out there and get me my money right quick. Alfredo River, what's going on? Carlos Sanchez, wow, I can't believe this. I told you he wasn't the second string quarterback. I didn't think it'd go this far, but Pete's like, you know what, Shaq? Not only are you right, he's not even on the team as of now. TRF Music, man. Makes sense, kinda. Chris Leonard, crazy to see Miller gone. I didn't see that coming. Hey, man, Pete Carroll is not what you're used to, bro. Pete don't care. Pete did some shit that no coach would do. Do you think a Raider fan coach or how can I say it? Do you think a Raider affiliated coach would have brought back Amari Cooper, bro? Not no Raider affiliated coach would have brought back Amari Cooper. Antonio Pierce wouldn't have brought him back. He's a Raider fan. Chucky wouldn't have brought him back. I don't think that Rich Bisaccia would have brought him back. I don't think that Jack Del Rio would have brought him back. Jack Del Rio grew up a Raider fan in the Bay Area. I don't think they would have did it. It took somebody who's not a Raider fan growing up. Pete Carroll was a 49er fan growing up from Frisco. He respects the Shield, but he wasn't a fan. So Pete's going to do what he wants. Pete's like, I'm bring back Amari Cooper. I'm like, wow. I wouldn't have brought back Amari Cooper. I know you guys are running around butt naked on fire, but Amari Cooper quit on the Raiders. He quit right on the sidelines. I'm going to keep bringing it up. Remember when Josh Norman was serving him up and he was getting thrown on the ground and he went on that bench and put that towel over his head because he got shut out and was over there, man, and shut everybody out, bro? That's when Gruden traded him, dog. He wasn't cooperating, communicating, none of that shit. He quit on you, and now you guys are happy he's back. Only Raider Nation would do some shit like that, dog. Only Raider Nation. I mean, would the Steelers, Sarah's on here, would you guys welcome back Antonio Brown? Now, we know he wasn't going that bad, but come on, man. No. It's like I said, man. You guys aren't, oh, man, whatever, dog. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and live, dog. All right, Jay Marion, what's going on? All right, man, Prados and Son. Nobody knows what really's going on behind closed doors, right? What's up with everyone? Hey, man, appreciate you. Pamela said, damn, they ain't playing. Hey. Try to tell you guys that, man. Raider filling in the house. Sarah, what's going on? Flex money. Okay. Chris Litter, I remember when some swore Mariota was going to take Carr's job. Don't listen to casual fans who want to tank for Shador. Man, Raider Nation's full of casual fans with internet accounts, bro, with social media accounts. They're all over the place. The problem is they think that they're smarter than us. They think they know what they don't know. They really looking crazy. They really looking crazy, dog. All right? But, hey, they're going to get it wrong again. They're going to get it wrong again because that's what they do. All right? Miss Pamela with that one, Jay Marion, King Josh, Mike Hurd. They say, why don't the Raiders ever let a quarterback sit and learn like all the other teams, man? We never do. because the Raiders don't know how to evaluate talent when it comes to the quarterback position. Okay? Like, I've been around 51 years, bro. 51, dog. And I keep saying it over again. People get mad at me, but you can't get mad at facts. You want to get mad, hey, man, it's Tuesday right now here in the United States. Okay? Don't get mad at me because I'm right. Get mad at you because you don't live on the other side of the world where it's already Wednesday. Okay? But here in the continental United States, it's Tuesday everywhere. So what am I saying, Chris? I'm saying that I've seen every quarterback from Ken Stabler all the way up to Cam Miller. I've seen them all. And the Raiders have never done well drafting quarterbacks. That's why Al didn't draft quarterbacks. Al did not draft quarterbacks, bro, especially in the first round. Okay? He didn't do it. Ken Stabler, who's the GOAT, is a second round draft pick. He was drafted in the second round. Derek Carr, second round. Okay? Jamarcus Russell, first pick of the draft. What happened? Didn't turn out so good. Okay? We don't draft quarterbacks. We acquire quarterbacks. We either get a quarterback that isn't going to be a high risk and he turns into something, or we pick a quarterback that comes from another team. We get Jim Plunkett off of waivers. We trade for Rich Gannon, who wasn't all of that when he was with Kansas City. Okay? We go and we try to get a Carson Palmer who's long in the tooth. We go and we trade for a Geno Smith. That's what we do. We go get a Dan Pastorini. We trade. Most of the quarterbacks that we've gotten via trade or via free agency. All right? When we got a Jason Campbell, who was a good quarterback, we traded for him. Jeff George. But if you start looking at the people we drafted, they're trash. Okay? Todd Marijuanovich. He was a first round draft pick. That didn't work out. Andrew Walter, we drafted him. How did that turn out? Okay? So what am I saying? We've never been good when it comes to drafting quarterbacks. We're horrible. We're one of the worst teams in the National Football League when it comes to drafting quarterbacks and evaluating talent. We're horrible. It is what it is. Okay? Every team has its Achilles heel, and our Achilles heel is knowing how to evaluate quarterbacks. We have no idea what the hell we're doing. Doesn't matter who's running the team. Doesn't matter who's the coach. Doesn't matter who's the GM. Doesn't matter who's the offensive coordinator. We never get the shit right. We always blow it. We always blow it. Okay? We drafted Jamarcus Russell, and when we could have had Megatron. Megatron was 3, Jamarcus was 1. Who lost that? We did. We drafted Jonathan Abram and didn't draft Jordan Love. We got that wrong. We didn't even draft Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was drafted at the end of the first round. We didn't even draft him, dog. And he was playing in Berkeley at Cal with Marshawn Lynch. Didn't draft him, dog. Go look at who we drafted before that. It's probably Philip Buchanan or somebody. We always get it wrong. Okay? But then when you get a quarterback talent, you ruin them. Because you don't know how to, you don't know how to make an angel food cake. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You have no idea, dog. You think because you read the instructions, you're going to make one. No, dog, it's nasty as hell. First off, man, sugar and salt ain't the same. Like I said, man, we don't know what the hell we're doing, dog. And until we know what we're doing, we don't know what we're doing. That's why Pete did what we should do. Hey, man, I need a quarterback right now. So I'm going to go get Kenny Pickett. Is Kenny Pickett a starter for our team? Please, I hope not. This man lost his job to Mason Rudolph. This man lost his job to Russell Wilson. This man lost it. Come on, man. This dude lost to Shedeur Sanders. This dude lost to Dylan Gabriel. But he's not Cam Miller. Cam Miller, y'all got to think about that. You guys were caping for somebody who didn't even make the 53-man roster. That's the indictment. That's the indictment on all you guys that was over here telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. You thought a man who didn't make the initial 53-man roster was the second string quarterback on this team. That's how stupid you are. When I said that's not the case. Booty bang in the house. What are we going to do now, Shaq? I'm going to sit here, man, and chill. I mean, you see, I'm killing in the Cali King bed, man, chilling. This isn't a surprise to me. I'm just like, try to tell you guys, don't get comfortable. Raider fans, you can't get comfortable, bro. That's the problem. You want to be comfy, cozy. When are we going to have an off season where we don't have any drama? We wouldn't be the Raiders, bro. Stop trying to be comfortable, man. You got to be uncomfortable to be a Raider fan. That's what it's about. There ain't no comfort. Okay? I'm trying to save you guys. All right, man. Cam Miller will be on the practice squad. We'll find out. He ain't on it right now, is he? And if he's on the practice squad, that means what? He's not on the team. Justin Saab, what's going on? Booty Bizzle. Sarah, what's going on? Biggie Bank, Mike Malott made it, man. Okay, man. That's dope. Okay. All right, man. Cam Miller will be going to the practice squad if someone doesn't pick him up. It all depends if Pete picks him up. Did you guys forget that part? What if Pete Carroll doesn't want him back? See, these are the kind of things. You got to start thinking the worst case scenario. Y'all ain't thinking that. If Pete Carroll doesn't want Cam Miller back, he's not on the practice squad. Y'all think automatically he's coming back. Did y'all talk to Pete? You better go find Pete. See what Pete says. Because if Pete don't want him back, he won't be back. Okay? Justin Saw said, I'm right again. And the winner by TKO. No, not TKO. KO. All right. Cam Miller can't be the backup. What'd it do? Little Sean said AOC. AOC is still surviving, you guys. As much as you guys trash that man is still living, bruh. There's something that you guys aren't looking at, something that you aren't noticing. Why is he on the team when he didn't have to be? I think AOC's injury is not as bad as it was diagnosed. And they don't want to risk putting him on IR for 6 to 8 weeks. But they're going to have to make a decision tomorrow. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pete says, okay, let's just go ahead and put him on there. All right. Okay. All right, man. Yeah. What's going on? LR2. Politics. Maybe the Raiders think Cam sucks, but you can't tell these Raider fans that. I mean, they really thought Cam Miller was going to be. They really thought that, dog. I mean, how crazy are these idiots, bro? They really were trying to tell me that I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, really? Cam's a second string quarterback? Wow, okay. All right. We'll soon find out, won't we? We just did. He's not the second string quarterback. He's not even on the team right now, dog. I mean, if don't you think that they would have, why would Pete Carroll risk a guy that he thought could be the second string quarterback by putting him on waivers for somebody to claim him? Maybe Cam ain't all of that, man, to Pete. That's the kind of thing. Maybe you need to figure out why you thought that. Well, I never thought that. Okay. The casuals, they like AOC better than Cam, was what Little Sean said. These are the things that these people don't want to reconcile, but that's not my problem. My problem is, when are you guys going to beat me at your own game? When are you going to finally beat me at the game you want to play with me? That's what I want to know. Okay? All right. Vinny says, because they're looking at another quarterback to sign tomorrow. Boom! Listen to what Vinny Thomas. Not everybody is lost in the sauce, y'all. Not everybody's lost in the sauce. What did Vinny Thomas just say? Because they're looking to see who else they can get. You got to remember, they can have AOC on injured reserve, and they didn't do it. If they get another quarterback that they might like, they can put AOC on the IR and have 4 quarterbacks. Vinny Thomas, man, I wish I could just high five you, dog. Man, there's some smart people, dog, that are on here. Not everybody's boo-boo the fool, bro. Okay? What a great take, Vinny Thomas, because that is exactly what could happen. All right. Yeah, roaches with Raider hats. You already know. What's up, Clara? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Shaq. I didn't think Cam would be cut. Just didn't get a grip of the offense. I didn't think he would be cut, but I told you he wasn't going to be the second string. If it was me, I wouldn't have cut him. I would have kept him, but due to the circumstances with the AOC situation, they might be they might be trying to get somebody else who's out there. I mean, these are the things you got to think about, man. Trying to help you guys. Okay, Cheddar Bob. Cam really ran the ball 6 plays in a row. That's why. See, Cheddar Bob saw it. Remember when we were watching? I was like, why don't they let the man pass the ball? Chip Kelly's like, I'm not trusting this kid with my offense. Okay. Glenn Pastores and Pete we trust, Shaq. And Shaq we trust. Hey man, I'm glad I earned you guys' trust, but there is a lot of naysayers still out there. They're still waiting for me to get this shit wrong. I mean, y'all got a lot more waiting to do. Wasn't this time, was it? Okay, what's up, Cuzzo? What's happening? All right, what's up, Jamal? Yeah, Jamal, man, we just get it right, bro. Guar Webb, the answer is playing chess, holding on to O'Connell till the Raiders pick up DTR and trust making it look like they want AOC. Bye-bye, Cam. Hey, Guar Webb, you might be on to something. What this proves is that you can't predict Pete Carroll, bro. What you would do and what Pete would do is not the same. Tried to tell you, man, Pete Carroll's not what you used to. Okay. Sarah says, we got special teams, dude. Tommy Malott gone. Okay. Yeah, still yelling. Yeah, man, I gotta do it. Jerry West, I gotta do it. You gotta understand, man, how much shit these people be talking, bruh. And then when it's my turn, I'm supposed to be calm. Nah, man, nah. Nah, dog. Okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. Carroll said Ray Guy was our third string quarterback. That's true. Ray Guy was our third string quarterback, Clara, in the 70s. And he could throw the ball, man. Ray Guy could throw the ball. Lateef Cooks, Carson Wentz, Trey Lance are big examples of why Miller isn't ready yet. I like Cam Miller, but Cam Miller is exactly where I thought he would be, not being the second string quarterback of this football team. Good luck to Cam Miller. I hope, it'd be nice to see him come back, but if he doesn't, what are you going to say? I mean, you have to lay in the bed that you shitted in the bed. Now it's time to go to sleep. Okay. Said about hopefully Jennings stays healthy. I hope so too. Guar Webb said Cam and Bradley suck. They were never going to be starters. No biggie. We want DTR. Chip Kelly's got much better upside. Well, I'll tell you this right now. I haven't heard anything about DTR. I haven't heard a thing about DTR. DTR has been waived since yesterday. I haven't heard any reports of him at all. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you this right now. Did you guys know that Amari Cooper didn't even set foot in the building? That he got signed? He's never even been in the practice facility, nor has he been in Henderson till today. He got signed just on the phone. He didn't come in and do no workouts or nothing. So maybe DTR could. I mean, Pete's not even having people come in. Pete's not even like, hey man, come on, let's work out. Hey man, come in, let's see what you look like. It's like, hey man, you want a job? You might be right. Ikey boy, what's up, Ikey boy? My guess AOC's a placeholder. Once y'all claim someone, he's gone. I don't think AOC's gone. I think AOC will be put on IR, but Cam Miller's not on the team and AOC is. This is the kind of things that you guys got that shit all wrong, bro. Okay? You got that shit all wrong. Guar Webb, Cam Miller, Bradley, a little league, real quarterback, so I will cut with Raiders or BTR guys big for that. We're going to see. So we got the Chiefs year, man. Genty puts up good numbers. I hope so. Man, let's bust out raid on these roaches. Hey man, I'll let them just go ahead, man. Being a roach is just a bad existence, bro. You walk around in the dark and you eat other people's scraps. Like, I let them go ahead and be what they are, bro. Okay. All right, man. Straight up. Okay. All right, man. So surprised about that, man. To be honest, I'm glad he's gone. I never liked the pick. Hey, well, he's a 6th-round pick, man. Okay. Also, with the Amari Cooper situation, that 5th-round pick that you guys were so upset about, that was an extra 5th-round pick that we got. So we picked up Amari Cooper for that extra 5th that we had. Pete and Spytek, man, they know more than what y'all think. But you guys that really thought that Cam Miller was the second string quarterback, you guys are looking crazy. Okay. You guys are looking real crazy out here. All right, man. Raider fan in the house. Raiders could never hit on a quarterback in the draft. I mean, that's not our MO, though. That's not our MO, bro. Hitting quarterbacks in the draft has never been what we did. Okay. If you look at the greatest quarterbacks that we've ever had on our team, and I don't care what you say, you got to put Derek Carr in. If I was going to do six quarterbacks, Derek Carr is in that top six. Okay. You got Stabler. You got um, you got Plunkett. You got Daryl LaMonica. You got George Blanda. You got Derek Carr. You got whatever order you want, and you got Rich Gannon. How many of those out of those did we draft? Oh, you got Tom Flores. You put Tom Flores there because he was the first quarterback we ever had. Tom Flores came in when the team was established in 1960. So he just showed up the first day. Coach Flores showed up the first day. Just walked in. Okay, the Raiders, we got a new football team. People just show up. There wasn't no draft. He just showed up. Okay, 1960. So he just showed up. There wasn't a draft. Okay. You got Stabler. He was drafted in the second round. You got Derek Carr. He was drafted in the second round. You got Jim Plunkett. He was picked up off of waivers from San Francisco. Okay. You got Rich Gannon. You traded for Rich Gannon. Chucky traded for Rich Gannon. For I don't know what pick it was. It wasn't no first or something. I think it was like a fifth or sixth or something. Okay. George Blanda. He came over from the Houston Oilers. Okay. Uh, and Derek Carr was drafted in the second round. So why does everybody think that the Raiders, we draft quarterbacks when we don't? Three of the greatest quarterbacks we've had on our team was drafted in the second round. That's not a first round pick. And we look at the quarterbacks we did draft in the first round. Eldred Dickey, we drafted him, the first black quarterback to ever be drafted in the first round. In 1968, Al Davis made him into a wide receiver. Then Jamarcus Russell, you don't want to talk about him. What other quarterbacks have the Raiders in 65 years drafted in the first round? None. So that's not what we do. Drafting quarterbacks is not what the Raiders do. Okay? We acquire quarterbacks. That's what we do. What did we do with Geno? We acquired him. What did we do with Garoppolo? We acquired him. What did we do with Minshew? We acquired him. What did we do with Mariota? We acquired him. What did we do with Dante Culpepper? We acquired him. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on and on, bro. On and on and on. Quarterbacks, we acquire those quarterbacks. We don't draft them. Jeff Hostetler, acquired. Okay? That's what we do. So if you don't like the way that your family marries, be the one to change it. And as of now, it's the same MO. Get a free agent quarterback, don't draft shit. That's it. Okay? All right, man. Okay, you guys believe in Geno? All right, man. All right, man. Straight up. Okay? Give it a couple of years so Genty can develop. Genty gonna be just fine. All right, man. Yeah, big time. What you got to call Raider Image and cancel those Cam Miller jerseys, bro. Got to cancel those. All right. Got the Genty jerseys on the way. Well, you don't got to worry about that. Nephew straight. Yeah, man. Ford Dog. Thank you, Shaq. These dudes be falling in love with players that haven't done shit. Hey, man, you know that's what happens, bro. When you desperate, bro. I mean, every Saturday night, a Ford Dog, they be falling in love with their hand. They fall in love with their palms on the weekends. I mean, like I said before, man, I don't feel sorry for nobody that tries to act like they all of that, dog. You gotta show and prove where I'm from, dog. You don't get to pop it and then when it's time to show up for blow up and then you blow up, we gotta take it easy on you. Nah, man, that's for your mama to do. You gotta go talk to your mama to go save you from that kind of shit. This is the real world, okay? Um, yeah, man, I'm trying to turn the Yankee game on, man, but something's wrong with the channel, dog. I can't. It's not cutting on. Okay. All right, man. Mr. G's Pickett was the dude's guy that came from the Steelers and Eagles. Facts. Raider Trey. Raider Trey from my block. What's up, Raider Trey? Nation ain't used to Pete. He's a real one. No, they used to bum coaches. They used to lame ducks. They used to dudes that they can pick on. Can't pick on Pete. Pete knew Raider Nation loved Cam Miller, and he still told him he got to go. I mean, it was uh Cam. Yeah, coach. Uh, coach want to see you. Bring your playbook. Bring your playbook. Okay. Poor dog Raider fan crying over dudes is nasty work. Yeah, they always crying. Circus continues. Not surprised. Bushido, what's up, brother Shaq? Doesn't surprise me. He was a late round pick and really didn't show much. That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. Not what I heard, big dog. That's not what I heard, Bushido. I was hearing that I was crazy to say that Cam Miller is, we already have a quarterback. We don't need nobody. They trust me, dog. They ain't even going to want to watch this video. That's why I put it in the title. See, when I know who's going to watch the video, who's not. When Cam Miller, they were like, oh, I definitely don't want to watch Shaq's video because he's going to talk shit. So I just put it in the title. So you don't got to watch the video. You know what the video's about. The video's about me torching all you guys that told me I didn't know what the hell I was talking about when you said Cam Miller was going to be the second string quarterback and he got waived. I'm going to make it easy for you. I don't even need your view. Just read the title. Said he'll clear waivers. Tom Brady only said, yeah, flyer on Cam. If he's any good, you keep him third string. Wasn't any good. AOC will be cut. Well, we'll see. YOLO B. Only thing to me, cousin, man, Tom Brady's playing with the Raiders. What's going on, Darren? The coolest Raider channel on YouTube. That's not what I was told, Darren. I was told that I was one of the worst out there. I was like, I am? Damn, if I'm one of the worst, then who's the best? I may not be the best, but I damn sure ain't the worst. I'm the worst. Okay. I mean, damn. I mean, if that's what you think. I mean, but you also thought Cam Miller was a second string quarterback, so there you go. All right, man. What's going on, Raider Trey? I am preaching. Meech. I had Pete Carroll, my Hitchcock, 14 years. They'll learn how PC is, and he'll show them. I had Pete as my coach at USC. I hadn't had a NCAA title since Marcus Allen won me one. That's how long it had been. I hadn't won a national championship since Marcus Allen won one when he won the Heisman Trophy, bro, the year before he got drafted by the Raiders, until Pete showed up and gave me one. So, trust me. Oakland Raiders is always Oakland Raiders, Dre. Okay, Pete isn't here to kiss Raider fans' ass here, do things right, compete or be gone. I love it. King Josh, you got to let him have it. Dog, that's what you got to do, dog. You never let nobody get away with that type of shit. Nah, you got to let them know, dog. They want mercy. They understand everything that I do to people, they do to me. You don't never show no mercy on somebody who didn't show none on you. Nah, you got to give them the full shit. You give them more than what they gave you, dog. They'll be back for more. Okay? All right, man. And still, I mean, come on, dog. Come on, man. All right, Glenn Pastores, even on the practice squad, he could still approach Cam Miller. Come on, man. We got people on here who know. Are we really crying over 7th-round pick? Why are we got to always be miserable? Because that's the way they want it, dog. We over here minding our Raider business, doing what we do best, which is whatever the hell we want. And then they want to come over here and tell me what's wrong with me. Okay, all right, cool. Keep that same energy when your entire world is in shambles when I let you know I was right. No mercy, bruh. We're never going to be homies. Okay? All right, man. Yeah, they soft, dog. All right. What's going on, unknown? Shane Butler. What's up, Shane? Shane in the business, in the house. Ray said, yeah, Shaq looks like Amari Cooper's happy to be with us. Hey, man, why wouldn't he be? I mean, wouldn't you prefer to have a job than not have a job? I don't believe Amari Cooper yet. All the time he was gone, he never made his way back to us. Now, when the well is dry, you're calling Big Shirley. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, big head. Man, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Amari Cooper never mentioned you. When he left, he didn't mention you till now. All right, Amari, bro. I mean, I didn't forget you quit on us, bro, but hey, it's a chance for you to make amends, bro. I want that pressure on that kid. I want him to feel the pressure of what he did when he left. Now he has to produce. Nothing wrong with it, dog. Justin Saw, Antonio Brown's a mess. Hey, man, Mike Hurd. Mike Hurd is a Bengals fan, but Mike Hurd got some love over here. Okay. All right, man. For a dog, Cam is a AFC, FCS scrub. Okay. Cloud Boy, Raider Nation for life. Let's get back to winning culture. Cam is an XFL player. It's not what I was told. You guys don't understand how many people were laughing and telling me I was ridiculous. I was this. I was that. I was a clown. I'm like, man, you're the one that's walking around in the Bozo the Clown suit. I'm the cat that's walking around in the damn Armani suit. I'm the clean nigga. You the dirty nigga. And guess what? They are going to be straight throwing up in their own mouths when they see this post. Like I said before, bro, I said this shit way before it happens. I told you he wasn't the second string quarterback, and now he's not even on the team. Okay, all right. Yeah, we drafted a snake. Yeah, snake was drafted in the second round. Okay, Mr. BR in the building. Todd Marijuanovich. Cooper never quit on a team. That's bullshit. You see how they come out of the woodwork. This dude right here is gonna tell us Cooper never quit on the team. Okay. All right, dog. Like I said before, man, there's nothing wrong with you being on an island by yourself, dog. Okay. Trust me. No one else agrees with you. We know what he did. All right. We know what he did. All right. But if you want to keep trying to make excuses, go ahead. All right. Okay. This guy. Terrell Pryor. Terrell Pryor was not was in the supplemental. He was the last person that Al Davis ever drafted. Go look it up. The last player that the late great Al Davis ever drafted was Terrell Pryor. That was the last player before he passed away. Okay? And that was late. That was a late round pick. It might have been a supplemental draft if I ain't mistaken. Okay? All right, man. Talk about Mahomes. Ain't nobody worried about no Mahomes. Okay? Mahomes need to be worried about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is the champion. All right. Facts. Hostetler, Schroeder, LaMonica, all quarterbacks from other teams. Like I said, man, you guys might be, like I said, you guys might know how to, you know, y'all might know how to, pour that Diddy oil on yourself better than I do, because I don't know how to do that at all. But you ain't gonna out-Raider me. I know that my team's history. I mean, every quarterback we picked up, man, was acquired, bro. Like every one of them, dog. I think we might have drafted Mark Wilson. I hated him. It was late rounds. But every quarterback we had, man, was, my classmate, even Jeff Garcia, man, I went to state with him. Jeff Garcia was a free agent. He was acquired. We didn't draft him. Okay? All those dudes, everybody that you can name, man, 90% of them were acquired, man, that we either traded or we got in free agency or we picked up off of waivers or Al didn't like drafting quarterbacks. He didn't believe in it. So all you guys that are always complaining about the Raiders never draft a quarterback, man, you got to blame the old man for that. The old man had his ways of him, what he did. And what he did was he did not believe in drafting quarterbacks. He didn't believe in it. He's like, why do I need to draft a quarterback when I could just acquire one? It's like the difference between buying a car and leasing a car. Me and my boys have this argument all the time, dog. We have this argument all the time. And what's better, buying a car or leasing a car? Okay, let me ask you guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you think buying a car is better. Put a 2 in the chat if you think leasing a car is better. Okay? You're going to see the differences. It all depends on your circumstances. Al didn't believe in drafting quarterbacks. You look at the Niners. The Niners are the polar opposite of us. The polar opposite of the Raiders are the Niners. That 12-mile bridge that separates Oakland from San Francisco, that's called the Bay Bridge. Might as well be from the moon to the sun because the 49ers live off of drafted quarterbacks. That's the difference. They draft theirs. They don't acquire, they draft. The Raiders acquire, which is why the 49ers have a better quarterback lexicon than us. They drafted John Brody. They drafted, they acquired Jim Jim Plunkett, but Jim Plunkett didn't play that well with them. They drafted Joe Montana. They drafted Steve Young. Okay. They drafted Brock Purdy. They always draft. Okay. They always draft. They drafted Trey Lance. It didn't work. Get out of here. Okay. They acquired Jimmy Garoppolo. Didn't work. Get out of here. Right? They'll do it every once in a blue moon. But the 49ers draft their own quarterbacks and they develop them, dog. That's exactly what they do. When they drafted Joe Montana, you're looking at somebody who's from the Bay, bruh. Joe Montana, when he got drafted, he was the backup to Steve DeBerg. Steve DeBerg, who later played for the Kansas City Chiefs, drafted by the 49ers. They always draft a quarterback when they have a quarterback. That's what the 49ers do. The 49ers draft a quarterback when they have one. When they had Joe Montana, 4-time Super Bowl champion, and at the time the absolute GOAT quarterback, they went ahead and in the supplemental draft got Steve Young to be behind him. 49ers don't play that shit. That's why they always got somebody. So when they got rid of Joe, they had Steve. Right there. Y'all don't do that. That's why you don't have a quarterback. You have one dude and you expect him to do everything, and when he doesn't, you talk shit about him and then you don't replace him. You don't replace him, bro. And you really think that this Derek Carr shit was, not what's the word should I say? That it was unorthodox. No, it wasn't. You look at the spaces between quarterbacks that we have and you find out. Okay? Look how long it takes for us to get another quarterback. It takes a long time. The only time it didn't do that is when Al Davis got Jim Plunkett and made him the backup to Ken Stabler. That was only for 1 year. Okay? We got Jim Plunkett in 78. We traded the Snake. 1 year they were behind each other. When Al Davis thought that Plunkett should be the starter, he traded Ken Stabler to the Houston Oilers. He traded Ken Stabler. He traded Dave Casper, and he traded the assassin all over there, man, for Dan Pastorini, which was stupid as hell because Dan Pastorini went out there and broke his arm, and then Jim Plunkett got the job. Okay? Jack Tatum was traded, and he traded two Hall of Famers and one that should be in a Hall of Fame for a dude who was just average. The only thing that he could do was hand the ball off to Earl Campbell, and that was it. That's the point. The point is the Raiders never know what the hell they're doing when it comes to quarterbacks. Al didn't care about quarterbacks. But 49ers, on the other hand, they seem to always get it right. They had Jimmy Garoppolo. They drafted Trey Lance. And then they went and got Brock Purdy. 3 things in a row, bro. That's why they have a quarterback. That's why. Okay? You thought Cam Miller was the second string quarterback, and you're mad at me because I said he wasn't. That just goes to show, man, y'all don't have it. Okay? Yellow, what's up, Cuzzo? Cuzzo said we had Marcus Mariota. We acquired him. Okay? What's crack-a-lackin', Yusuf? You could draft Tom Brady, who was drafted in the sixth round. I mean, we passed on so many quarterbacks. It's crazy. I mean, you know how many Hall of Famers we've passed on? I mean, we can go all the way back. All right, babe, have a good time. All right. We've passed on a lot of quarterbacks. We could have had Terry Bradshaw. We could have had a whole bunch of dudes. Al Davis didn't draft them. But if you look at our running backs, you look at our receivers, you look at our defense, you can see where we put our emphasis. When it comes to drafting, where do we get it right at? Where did we get it right at? We got it right. Wide receivers, running backs, and defense. Even O-line, we got it right. Okay? Let me tell you guys something, though. My first Super Bowl win was the 1976 Oakland Raiders. All right? I became a fan in 1974. The team that won my first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 11, we had 9 Hall of Famers on offense. Just stop, man. Stop it. Yeah, stop it. What's wrong with you?
I want to go to watch my class.
Okay, well, we'll do it tomorrow. Okay, son? All right. Okay. You good? Okay. All right. So.
I'm not good.
Okay, well, go in there and I'll get you something.
I want something.
All right, I gotta go get that boy something. Okay, I'll take care of it. Give me like 5 minutes. Okay. All right, back what I was saying. Let me go do it right now because he's gonna bother the shit out of me. All right, we had 9 Hall of Famers on offense when we won that Super Bowl. 9 Hall of Famers on offense, bro. Okay, here. Here, bro. Black man. Here you go. Here, bro. We had 9 Hall of Famers on offense. We had Gene Upshaw, Hall of Fame, offensive guard. We had Art Shell, offensive tackle, Hall of Fame. We had Ken Stabler, quarterback, Hall of Fame. We had Fred Biletnikoff, wide receiver, Hall of Fame. We had Cliff Branch, wide receiver, Hall of Fame. We had Dave Casper, wide receiver, Hall of Fame. We had Ray Guy, our punter, Hall of Fame. That's a lot just there. Then we go on defense. We had a lot of Hall of Famers on offense. Out of 11, 9 are quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame. Both of our wide receivers in the Hall of Fame. 2 of our offensive guards was in the Hall of Fame. And our tight end was in the Hall of Fame. And our punter was in the Hall of Fame. Like I said before, bro, that's how I grew up. Not counting Willie Brown on defense. Okay? Got him over there. Right? All them other dudes we've had. So what am I trying to tell you? I'm just trying to let you guys know, man. Guar Webb especially. You can't make something be what you're not, man. The Raiders are not a team that draft quarterbacks. And we're not a team that knows how to evaluate quarterbacks. That's why you don't have one. And it just goes to show you that the fan base doesn't know how to evaluate quarterbacks either. You don't. Because you really thought Cam Miller was a second string quarterback and he just got waived. What does that say about you? Doesn't say a lot, does it? Okay. All right, man. Stang man, Palmer, wow, the list is endless. It just goes on and 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 on, dog. Okay. All right, man. Straight up, man. What's happening? Okay. All right, man. Casuals don't know what Vinny said. Vinny said some shit. Like I said before, man, there's people who know the game and there's people who act like they know the game. And you can pretend when you're around people who don't know less than you, but when you come over here to us, we know this shit. Like, you got to know what you're talking about when you come over here. But Vinny said some shit, didn't he? Okay. All right. What about Tommy DeVito? Tommy DeVito's free. Tommy Cutlets, he's running around here somewhere. Okay. But still, Jamarcus Russell's pick still plays the Raiders after nearly 20 years. Yeah, but you got to remember, man, the Chargers drafted Ryan Leaf, but it didn't bother them, did it? Let's look at the Chargers. Chargers drafted quarterbacks. Chargers drafted quarterbacks. I know my enemy. The Chargers does quarterback evaluation better than the Raiders. Who did they have? Let me just go back in the archives. John Hadle back in the '60s. You had John Hadle. You had they acquired Roman Gabriel from the Rams. This was all before my time, but then again, the human Google. Okay. Then they drafted Dan Fouts, Air Coryell, dog. Air Coryell was elite. I gave it to him. All right. Air Coryell. Then they drafted Stam Humphreys. He went to the Super Bowl. He got his doors blown off by the Niners, but still, Stan Humphreys was got him to the bowl. Okay. And then they acquired their head coach. Did you know that Jim Harbaugh played for the Chargers and won comeback player of the year? Did you know that? Ikey boy knows that shit. So their coach played quarterback for them and won the comeback player of the year. They acquired him. Okay. Phillip Rivers. They drafted Phillip Rivers. Okay. Besides really loving his wife. I mean, loving his wife. I mean, damn. 11 kids by one woman. You love her. Then they draft Herbo. Sounds like they draft quarterbacks, don't they? Better than the Raiders. Better than the Raiders. You want me to go to the next team in your division? You want me to go to the Chiefs? Chiefs draft better than you too. When it comes to quarterbacks. Okay. Lynn Dawson, Super Bowl champion and in the Hall of Fame. They drafted him. Okay. They drafted they acquired Joe Montana. They had to go over there. They had what's that other boy's name? Or Rich Gannon. Okay, drafted him. Or no, they didn't. No, they didn't draft Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon got drafted by the Patriots and got acquired. They acquired him though. They drafted Alex Smith. Alex Smith played good for a few years. Okay. They got Steve DeBerg from the 49ers. Okay. And then they drafted Patrick Mahomes. Better than you. So let's recap so far. 49ers draft quarterbacks better than you. Chargers draft quarterbacks better than you. Chiefs draft quarterbacks better than you. And let's get to the last team in your division, the Denver Broncos. Do they draft quarterbacks better than you? Let's go through it. I know they had Craig Morton back when I was a kid. I don't think Craig Morton got drafted by the Colts or something like that, but they acquired him. He went to the Super Bowl. Got his ass whooped by the Cowboys. That was funny as hell. Okay. All right. Remember that damn fumble that they didn't let us recover, man, when the Raiders was about to go back to back and then they let the Broncos go and then the Cowboys beat their brains in. That was funny. That was 77. So they had him. Okay. Then they struggled for a while. Then they drafted a guy by the name of John Elway. That automatically shows that they draft better than you. They drafted right there. Drafted Elway. They picked up Jake Plummer from somewhere. Jake the Snake Plummer. I think they drafted him too. They drafted no, they didn't. They picked up Jake Jay what's his name? That came from the Bears. What's his name? Jay what's that boy name, man? He just got arrested just recently, man. Jay Cutler. They acquired Jay Cutler. Okay. They traded for Peyton Manning. Okay. Now they drafted Bo Nix. They had your boy 15. Your boy what's his name out of Florida, bruh? Okay, Skip Bayless's boy drafted him. So even the Broncos draft better than you when it comes to quarterbacks. I just named them, dog. How many Hall of Fame quarterbacks do the Raiders have in the Hall of Fame? Stabler, Blanda, who was a kicker, too. Who else? Damn. Damn. What other quarterbacks are in the Hall of Fame that played for the Raiders, bro? There you go, Guar Webb. That's your whole argument that's just been blown up. You got two Hall of Famers, and one of them wasn't a Hall of Famer when he didn't become a Hall of Famer with us. He was a Hall of Famer when he was with the Houston Oilers. You don't have any other Hall of Fame quarterbacks. You have two. One is a half slash kicker, and the other one's snake. That's it. That's all you got. How many Hall of Fame quarterbacks do the Niners got? They got three. John Brody, Joe Montana, Steve Young. They got you beat. How many Hall of Famers quarterbacks does the Chiefs got? They got Lynn Dawson, and you know Mahomes is going in. Those are two real quarterbacks. No kickers. They got you beat. How many Hall of Famers do the Chargers got? Phillip Rivers is going in. He ain't gonna go in first ballot, but he's going in. And your boy Fouts, he's in. And the Broncos, Peyton Manning, and your boy John Elway. There's nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. All right. Lolo, man. How come we didn't keep Mariota? Because Mariota wasn't going to take Derek Carr's job. As simple as that. What's going on, Bill? What happened is your boy Cam Miller got waived. Said AOC's trash, bro. Don't matter. We've only hit one-on-one. You know your history. Come on, dog. Why am I on here? I started this channel because I wasn't hearing what I needed to hear. I always tell all these haters, hey, man, start your own shit, man. Put your money where your mouth is. You know more than me. Get out here and start a channel, man. See if anybody follows you. They don't want to do that. Okay? All right. Team Tank takes another L. You already know. Ike Boy, best rookie we cut was a Robert named Delvian Campbell. And they're only having 5 receivers. I can see y'all picking them up. Skill set to Thornton Jr. I think we're kind of cool on wide receivers. Myers is going to get traded. He probably will. But if I was Pete Carroll, I wouldn't trade him till after week 1. I wouldn't trade him till after we played the Patriots. Okay. KM with the $4.99 dono. Bills probably had the best quarterback and a good depth chart. Probably winning the Super Bowl. Need Gruden back. We win games. I mean, I don't think that you guys have the best quarterback. I think Josh Allen is very much overrated. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But until you stop getting pimp slapped by Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, man, there's nothing to talk about. Every time he plays Mahomes, man, he pisses on himself, dog. You can't keep saying he's the best quarterback and he gets smoked every time he plays the same guy, man. It's starting to get played. Okay? Super Bowl, I mean, y'all went to 4 of them and didn't win any. Okay? Justin saw, man, Cooper's having a press conference. I ain't watching it. I'm definitely not watching no Amari Cooper, man. I'm good. He got can he catch some passes? Okay. Real Butter, appreciate you, big dog. Okay. Yellow Pete needs to charge the NFL with Colin Kaepernick. That ain't gonna happen. That ship is sailed. Okay. Black Steel put a 1 in chat. Shaq told you what it is and not what it ain't. Come on, Black Steel. You know I told all these fools Cam Miller wasn't the second string. Now they're gonna act like I didn't say the shit. It's like this, man. They don't like you. When they don't like you, bro, it doesn't matter. But what's better is them not liking you and you serving them some hot ass griddle cakes. Okay, no, no syrup, no syrup, dog. Just griddle cakes, no syrup, dog. That's it. Eat them like that. Oh, you got any butter? Nah, there's butter right there. Nah. Can I put some molasses on? Nah, just some dry ass pancakes, bro. Mm-mm. Nothing to wash it down with. Nah, nah. Okay, see those ones? Yeah. Okay. I don't care if the press was on. I ain't watching that bullshit. Okay. What's going on, Isaac? Man, yeah, appreciate it. I always gonna give you guys something. Okay. Um. Yeah, man. Uh. Yeah, man. Okay. You guys when they're running all you running it. Jeff Hoster, again, not drafted by him. I keep trying to tell you guys how the Raiders how they acquire, bro. Al didn't draft quarterbacks. He hated drafting quarterbacks, man. Do you guys even know your history of the team you claim to love? I just gave you the whole quarterback history of the whole Raiders. I broke that shit all the way down to the essence. You don't hear no other Raider content creator with the knowledge that I got. I just told you. We don't draft quarterbacks. And if we do, they're low risk. They're low risk, bro. You got to remember, man, Al Davis passed away in 2011. He didn't have anything to do with Derek Carr. Dennis Allen drafted Derek Carr. Mark Davis was like, we'll do what you do. Al Davis wouldn't have drafted no quarterback that high. Two. After the Jamarcus Russell, you don't even understand, bro. Him missing that, that ruined everything with Al with that whole shit. Al was he got talked into it. He bit into the apple. He's like, I'm gonna change how I do shit, and we definitely we man, you talk about somebody flaming out totally. That was it. I was like, I'm done with that. That's never happening again. And we didn't draft no other quarterbacks after that. We didn't draft any quarterbacks after that. He was like, oh, I just blew up. I could have got Megatron. I could have got this guy. I could have got that. Oh, man. I ain't listening to y'all no more. Right? And he didn't. Like I said, when we got Terrell Pryor was the last player that Al Davis ever drafted. And that was, I think, like I said, it's either a supplemental draft or it was real late. It was not no first round. Like I said, Al Davis only drafted two quarterbacks in the history of the Raiders in the first round. One of them, Eldridge Dickey, he turned him into a wide receiver. The other one, Jamarcus Russell. Then you wonder why we don't do it. It's not part of our history. It's not what we do, bro. Me and my family just went to In-N-Out Burger, dog. We just went to In-N-Out Burger. I had me a double animal style. You know what I'm saying? I just had that. What do I look like walking in there and saying, hey, man, can I get a chicken sandwich? Sorry, sir, we don't serve chicken. You don't serve chicken? Everybody serves chicken. That's how y'all sound. Oh, man, we just drafted a quarterback, man. I mean, everybody's doing it. It says In-N-Out Burger, dog. Well, there's chicken burgers. There's turkey burgers. That's how y'all say. That's how Raider fans. Oh, there's chicken burgers, turkey burgers. Oh, man, there's bison burgers. Kentucky Fried Chicken don't serve hamburgers, bro. Popeyes don't serve hamburgers. They serve chicken. Okay? Y'all walk into a place and want something they don't got. Raiders don't draft quarterbacks. Just proven just now. We drafted two dudes at the end of the draft, and they're not on the team. Trying to help you guys, man. Okay, Zach Reynolds, what's going on? We had to let someone go at quarterback. You never know, might put it on the practice squad. Like I said, man, that's a lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda. You guys are jumping over the whole. Y'all really jumping over the whole process. Now that you guys are trying to reconcile the fact that Cam Miller got waived today, now you want to leap over the entire waive process, and if Pete Carroll brings him back to say he's coming to the practice squad. It's a lot that it could happen, but he also may not come back. Y'all done leaped over this whole shit. Okay? But none of you guys said what I said. All right. Reese, wasn't we going to draft Elway, but Pete Rozelle effed it up? Yeah. Yeah, Pete Rozelle, like you're right about that, Reese. That's true. I'll say the John Elway story, dog, just to let you guys know. There's so many players, bro, that could have played for the Raiders, that wanted to play for the Raiders, but the league wouldn't let it happen. Okay? I'm going to tell you the John Elway story just to let you guys know I know what I'm talking about, bro. I don't care what none of these idiots say. They're not smarter than me. They don't know more than me. And there's nothing wrong with me saying the truth. It might sound like it's bragging, but it's the truth. John Elway. Okay? Now, let me tell you why I know this story so intimately. Because one of my former classmates, me and Bill Holloway, who's on here, and Raider Trey, we all went to the same high school, too. Not only did we go to the same middle school, we went to the same high school at the same time. So I got two guys on here that are absolutely witnesses to what I'm going to say. One of our classmates, his name is Kenny Williams. Okay? Kenny Williams was the general manager of the Chicago White Sox for many years. But he was also a three-star athlete. He lettered in football, all state, baseball, and track. Okay? He got recruited to go to Stanford University. All right? Right up the street. What we call the farm back in the Bay Area. They call Stanford the farm. He got recruited by the farm to play football. He signed with the White Sox to play baseball, but he had a football scholarship. When Ken Williams went there was a quarterback that was there that was out of Granada Hills High School here in LA by the name of John Elway. He was the quarterback at Stanford. So our classmate, older than us, like 2 or 3 years older than, I think Kenny's 3 years older than us or something like that, went and played college football with John Elway. Now, I only knew of John Elway because of his father. His father, Jack Elway, was the coach of the San Jose State Spartans football team. So I knew his father. I didn't even know who John Elway was. We didn't have social media. We didn't have Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and all of this stuff and rivals where you can look at it. We didn't know all of that. It wasn't until Kenny Williams came home from practice one time, and we were at. When I say this name, Bill's gonna know this name, and Raider Trey's gonna know this name. We were at Pat Kearney's house. Okay, still my dog. He was one of my groomsmen in my wedding, and Kenny came over there, and he was talking about this quarterback named John Elway. And I said, John Elway, isn't he Jack Elway? He's like, his son. I said, well, what about him? He said, man, you're not understanding how hard he throws the football. Now, this I'm trying to tell you guys. I mean, it sounds like crazy, but he told us because John Elway he signed with the Yankees. He was he was I think he was what was he, a shortstop or something. Anyway, he told this story about the Elway cross. Let me show you. This right here. See this? He did that. And he said, the Elway cross. He goes, I got introduced to the Elway cross. I said, well, what's Elway cross? They called it, when you look at the tip of a football, you're going to see the seams of a football do this. If you look at the point of a football, it does this. He said in practice, no pads. Elway would hit you right in your sternum with passes. You turn and he would hit you in the same spot over and over and over and over again because he would throw it so hard you would just go through your hands and hit bounce off your chest that it would leave a cross mark in your chest. It would leave a bruise in your chest that was a cross. That's how hard he threw the ball. you would come out of your brick, that ball's coming 100 miles an hour. Okay? So when he was getting ready to get drafted, Al Davis always paid attention to Bay Area talents. Okay? He already won a Super Bowl with another Bay Area quarterback that went to Stanford by the name of Jim Plunkett. So he was always looking at Stanford and Cal and all the local schools. So he wanted John Elway. And John Elway, father Jack Elway, was friends with Al Davis. Al Davis was friends with all these coaches. As much as people try to talk shit about the old man had so much respect by so many coaches. Everybody respected. They called him Coach Davis. If you didn't know that. Any coach from his era did not call him Al. They called him Coach. Okay? So when we were going to get ready to do the draft and we was getting ready to um, draft John Elway, it was being said, Pete Rozelle, man, he messed that entire shit up. Okay? When it came time for us to flip the coins and all of that shit, the Colts got it. The Baltimore Colts got that pick when we were supposed to get that pick. For some crazy ass reason, the Baltimore Colts got the pick and we didn't. Now, you're telling yourself, oh, John Elway didn't play for the Colts. You're right. You know why? Because Jack Elway was the first father to ever pull a Archie Manning. You thought Archie Manning was the first person to pull that "don't draft my son"? You thought Deion Sanders was arrogant because he tried to do it? Nah, Jack Elway was the first person to ever do it because he said to the Colts, my son is not playing for you. If you draft my son, he's going to play baseball. What did they do? They traded that pick to Denver. And that's why John Elway played for the Denver Broncos and didn't play for the Raiders because of Pete Rozelle. And he didn't play for the Colts because his father said if you draft him, he's just going to play baseball. So they traded it to the Broncos, and that's history. So that right, Reese, you're right. But I know that story intimately because one of my classmates played with John Elway. And we heard these Elway stories way before he even became to the NFL. I heard all these Elway stories, dog. He said he's never ever seen somebody with as strong as arm as Elway. And if you look at people in the league, all-time greats, his arm is probably, without question, one of the strongest. Maybe him, maybe Dan Marino's arm was a little bit stronger. All right? Straight up. There is no Steeler Nation, man. Cut it out, man. Cut out with Steeler Nation. You guys got to come up with your own name. Okay? All right? You guys got to come up with your own shit. All right? There's no such thing as Steeler Nation. Cut it out. Okay? Raider Nation was the first team to ever have nation. I mean, come on, dog. Let's not lie. Okay? All right? Ikey boy. All right, man. First and second will be talented. By the time Gino's done. Okay? So the Yankees on Apple TV. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm not even watching it now. I got to record it. 44-year-old DeBerg's oldest to start a game. There you go. Steve DeBerg, bro. Okay? May not be for long. Well, I don't know about that. Wasn't Tom Brady 45 when he was playing? I don't know, man. We got to look that up. Parsons the Packers. Man, it ain't happening. Okay? All right, man. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about, Patrick Johnson. You got an old crippled ass quarterback right now. You're talking about Derek Carr when you got old ass Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. I mean, you got more important things to worry about. Okay, like I said, man, this dude really. I mean, these guys are new booties, man. This dude's probably 14 years old on here. Good guy. Yeah, I mean, come on, dog. They got old ass Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers played the Steelers. Like, come on, man. This guy's over here acting like we don't know what's going on, bro. All right. Come on, dog. Over here running his lips. Steve Young was drafted by the Buccaneers. He was. He was drafted by the Buccaneers, but did he play for the Buccaneers? Come on, man. Don't try me, D. Graham. Don't try me. Okay? Come on, bro. Come on. Steve Young went to the USFL and played for the LA Express. Stop it. Bo Jackson was drafted by the Buccaneers too. Did he play for the Buccaneers? Stop. Stop it. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Steve Young went to the USFL, so he didn't go to the Buccaneers. Like I said, man, these dudes really think they're smarter than us. Okay? He played for the LA Express. He did not go to the NFL. He went to the USFL. These guys are crazy, bro. These guys are off the chain, bro. Stop it. No, we did not draft Gannon. Gannon was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay? All right, man. These dudes were really trying, bro. We did not draft Gannon. Yeah, turn in your like, come on, Black Steel, man. This dude really said, oh, he was drafted by the Buccaneers. So was Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was drafted in the '86 draft by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he got picked up in the '89 draft by Al Day or '87 draft by Al. No, was it 80, 87, 88? Supplemental draft by Al Davis. It doesn't matter who drafts you; it matters who you play for. These dudes are idiots. Idiots. Okay. All right. You guys are idiots. All right, man. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter who he's drafted for, but he wasn't drafted by the Niners. Okay. All right, man. All right, man. Yeah, man. Straight up. Okay. Yeah, man. Dave Casper, BB. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Straight up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We had monsters. The only dude that hasn't been drafted in the league in my school is Mark Malone. Mark Malone. Ike, but was that the quarterback that played for the Steelers? Mark Malone? Okay. All right, man. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Yeah, man. Dan Fouts. Yeah. Phillip Rivers Fouts. Drew. I forgot about Drew Brees. That's another one. Thank you. I forgot about Drew Breesy. I forgot about Drew Brees. I forgot about Drew Brees. That's even more of an indictment. I forgot about Drew Brees. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. All right. You said he didn't start day one, Jalen Hurts? Oh, well, he should have. All right, man. Elvis Gerback, yeah. Elvis Gerback. Yeah, yeah. Got Montana, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You guys got to talk about Jay Cutler. I couldn't think of his name. He said, I think Malott was driven a bad deal. Hey, man, he got, Tim Tebow. I couldn't think of that boy's name. Jake Plummer. Yeah. That was a successful trade. Jay Cutler, Jake Plummer. Yeah. Ray Guy, LaMonica, yeah, man. That Raider trade knows I know what I'm talking about. Plunkett was not drafted by no Raiders, bro. What are you talking about? That's wrong. Jim Plunkett was drafted first number one pick in 1971 to the New England Patriots. Stop it. Jim Plunkett lived in our neighborhood. Ain't that right, Raider Trey and Bill Holloway? Go look it up. Jim Plunkett was drafted number one draft pick in the 1971 draft by the New England Patriots. Look it up. Got that shit wrong. Okay. What's up, X-Man? Shaq don't lie. Shaq don't got to. And I got the receipts. I forgot about Drew Brees, Ike boy. I forgot about Drew Brees. That just makes it even worse. Okay. Hey, Clara, I don't know who's our third string quarterback right now. Yeah, Eli, man. You said Sheila Manning. Yeah, man. He was. They made that trade. Okay. Jake Plummer was acquired by the Cardinals. He was, but he was drafted. All right. I'm not going to keep going on, though. All right. Yeah. He's passed around out of college. Yeah. Yeah, we drafted out. Yeah. Jamarcus over Calvin Johnson. That messed him up. Okay. Yeah, no one to groom him. Amari Cooper admitted he let us down. When? Arion Rutledge. When did Cooper say that? I need to see that. I didn't see that. I need to see that. If he admitted it, I need to see it. Marino almost a Raider. That was a whole bunch, man. I mean, we got hated on so much. I'm gonna tell you guys another story you may not know. Let's see if these other Raider channels can tell you all this stuff off the top of his head, just laying in the bed chilling. You know who else wanted to be a Raider? We're all the Steeler fans in the house. I'm about to sink your battleship. Don't ever come over here and try to play me and play my team. You know who wanted to be a Raider? Terry Bradshaw. You want me to tell you that story? Let's see how much you knew when you was over there popping your gums about the Steelers. I know Sarah ain't, but it's you. Let me put you in your place right quick. Here we go, man. Story time. I mean, I can just go, bro. I can just go forever. I'm not even talking about my team. I'm talking about the Steelers. So, Terry Bradshaw. When Terry Bradshaw was drafted, he was drafted by drafted. I think he's out of Louisiana State, if I ain't mistaken. Okay, I think 1970 draft, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not that old enough to know this. I just know it. And Terry Bradshaw was in a quarterback controversy. Terry Bradshaw didn't have that job out the gate. Okay. Okay. I don't think he went to LSU. I think he went to Louisiana State, if I ain't mistaken. And if you remember the guy from the Duck Dynasty dude, the older dude, he was better than Terry Bradshaw. He decided not to play pro football. But Terry Bradshaw will tell you that that dude, whatever that guy was name is, the dude with the thick ass beard, okay, from Duck Dynasty, he was better than Terry Bradshaw. But Terry Bradshaw was in a quarterback controversy with a guy by the name of Joe Gilliam. Joe Gilliam, black quarterback, who was hella good. Okay? And he was in a quarterback situation with Joe Gilliam, and Joe Gilliam had the starting job. It would have been probably the first black quarterback to start in the National Football League. He might even be the first black quarterback to ever start a game in the National Football League. But he was in this quarterback battle with him, dog. And they were going back and forth, but Joe Gilliam had a drug problem. Joe Gilliam had a drug problem. He wound up dying maybe about 20 something years ago, whatever, dog. So he was a great quarterback, but he had a drug issue. And Terry Bradshaw was getting frustrated. Now, if you Pittsburgh Steelers fans really want to see it, Terry Bradshaw has an interview somewhere on YouTube, and just put it in and you'll see it. Because I don't make up stories. I just tell the truth. And he getting frustrated, though. He got on the phone and he made a phone call. Who did he call? He called Al Davis. Terry Bradshaw, four-time Super Bowl champion, greatest quarterback in the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers, while he was on the Pittsburgh Steelers, called Allen Davis of the Oakland Raiders and called him to say, hey, can you get me out of here, bro? Can you trade me and get me out of here? Terry Bradshaw called Al Davis to get him out of Pittsburgh. You know what Al said? You can see Al Davis says too. It's all on tape, bro. This is funny to me. I'm killing you Steeler fans that's talking shit. Never come over here and talk shit to me. Al said, I already have a quarterback, Terry. I already have a quarterback. Which goes to show you that Al Davis didn't think the way everybody else would think, because it would have made sense for him to get Terry Bradshaw over here too. So he told Terry Bradshaw, hey man, I can't because I already got a quarterback, and his name is Ken Stabler. So here's where Al made his mistake. Okay, because you're trying to figure out, well, how did Terry Bradshaw become the starting quarterback? Well, Al Davis was talking to Chuck Noll. They were at some kind of camp or some type of East-West Shrine game or something. And he was talking to him, and he was talking to him about the quarterback situation. Da, 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 da. And he's like, hey, man, I don't know what you guys are doing with Bradshaw, man. Why aren't you guys playing Bradshaw? He's like, what do you mean? He goes, man, I would be playing Bradshaw if it was me. Al Davis. Next season, guess who was the starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers? Terry Bradshaw. Guess who was cooking us? Terry Bradshaw. Al Davis said that was the worst thing he ever did, was tell Chuck Noll that if he was him, he would play Bradshaw. There you go, bro. Every time you guys want to diss the Raiders, I come back and put you in your place. Without Al Davis, you may not have won shit. Al Davis could have got your quarterback, and he told Chuck Noll to start him in the first place. Like I said, man, You got to watch your mouth over here. You don't get to come over here and slander my team, dog. Okay? Because I know more about your team than you do. All right. He said, "What's the best size for another Cohiba red dot?" I wouldn't get them. I wouldn't get them that big, man. If I were you, I'd stick to the nice little baby 6 inch, maybe 6 by 46 or something like that. I keep them. I keep them, like that. They're just stronger. Okay. Said Amari said, "Trust me, I still have juice left." Okay. What was that? How's that an apology? Yeah, Pat's facts. Pat PK. It's right. Okay. All right, man. I remember hearing about the Elway cross. That's going back, bruh. That's damn near. That's over 40 something years ago. I never heard of that, bro. I never heard of the Elway cross, bro. I never heard of that till Kenny told me about it. He said, man, he was hitting us in the same spot. Cause when you have spring practices, you don't have on pads. It's just spring practices. He said he said he throws the ball 100 miles an hour, bro. Like he's throwing fastballs, bro. Everything he throws is a tight spiral and hits you in the same spot every time. I'm like, wow. Well, makes sense, doesn't it? All right. Jay Marion said, facts. Jack refused to have John go to Baltimore. How did I know that? Okay. What's up, Patrice? Use of Jeff George had a strong arm, but not smart. Oh, his arm was ridiculous. The thing about Jeff George is that he never saw a pass that he didn't think he could make. He'd throw long ass throw all these passes and throw all these interceptions. Plan to play till he's 48. D Bizzle. D Bernie. Brady got the record for oldest starting quarterback. I told you. Aaron Rodgers is a accident waiting to happen. Third and Renfro released. Terry McDaniels from Saginaw Risking. Oh, yeah, man. Scary Terry McDaniels, bro. Man, there's so many players, man, that if they didn't play for us, man, they would definitely be Hall of Fame consideration. Okay? Let's just keep it a buck, man. Come on, man. How is Greg Townsend not in the Hall of Fame? He had 109 sacks. Just about every person that has 100+ sacks is in the Hall of Fame except Greg Townsend. What you want, black man?
197.
Okay. All right, man. I'll go ahead and take care of that for you, bro. You're doing great, bro.
Yes.
All right. High five. All right, black man. I'll see you in a little bit. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Ike Boy said, good call. Terry Bradshaw had that spot on lock. Mark Malone never saw the light of day. Would have been nice to see more of Gilliam, too. I'm just telling you, dog. I remember my father telling me about Joe Gilliam. Okay? There was certain players, because back then you didn't have black quarterbacks doing shit. They just didn't allow it. I remember when Warren Moon won the Rose Bowl, man, with the University of Washington, and he didn't even get drafted. He had to go to CFL. Warren Moon was the best player in college football that was a quarterback, and he didn't even get drafted, dog. I mean, but my father told me so much about so many players, bro, that I knew about Joe Gilliam, but I didn't see it. What's up, man?
For coach.
What do you want me to do?
Go.
Let's go. Where am I going? Where am I going? He's trying to take me somewhere. Okay. Yeah, McDaniels, yes. Fax Plunk is from our hood, from our neighborhood. Okay, yes. Terry McDaniels, bad boy. And Josh told Coop he was going to do to him and backed it up. Yeah, see, this is what, remember the dude, what that guy said that he never heard that it was cap and it was bullshit what I said about he didn't quit? Yeah, man, what's up? What you want me to do? Let me come in there with you, dog. All right. Okay, then he wants something. God. What you want, brother? What you need? Oh, you trying to put in a code, man? You can't put no code in on the TV, man. Hold on, let me close this up. This boy trying to put in codes on the TV. No wonder, dog. It's called child protection. You don't get to put no code in no TV, dog. No. Okay, son over here trying to do stuff. All right. Okay, yeah, Terry Bradshaw, bro. Requested a trade to Al Davis. Am I the only person that knows this? I guess not, huh? So all these Steeler fans that are always talking shit about us all the time, man, not understanding how we saved your ass, how we put you in position to win. Okay? All right? Come on, dog. Al Davis should have never told him what to do. No, we're not watching that. We're not going to watch that, son. We go watch something else. You want to watch Netflix? Well, what else do you want to watch? You can't watch that. That's not on. What are you trying to watch? What show are you trying to watch?
I want to watch something else.
Okay, well, you tell me what it is and I'll put it on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fabian Washington won Spot of Rogers. There you go.
No, I want.
There you go. Fabian Washington over Aaron Rodgers.
I want to.
You keep talking, Gwar Webb, about we don't draft elite quarterbacks. Come on. All right. Kerry Collins. Phil Robinson, dad for Dust Dynasty. Bad boy.
I want to pick who.
Hulu? Okay. Bad boy. Phil Robinson. Terry Bradshaw will tell you that he was a better quarterback than he was, bro. But he wanted to hunt and fish. He didn't want to. He didn't want to play quarterback. He was just there. He was better. Like I said, man, there's a lot of dudes, man, who you wouldn't think were great athletes. Okay. All right, man. Okay. We do got some weirdos on. There's always a weirdo. We got to get rid of some of these weirdos. Okay. Yeah, facts. Al2 Steelers to start Bradshaw. He did. He said that was the worst thing he ever did. Terry Bradshaw was using the alias to check into a hospital. Yeah. Phil Robinson. Yep. Yeah. Jeff George. Yep. Warren Moon won 4 or 5 cups. He was a bad boy. Al drafted Darius Hayward Bay. Yeah, man. I remember everybody was talking. Oh man, Hayward in the Bay. Hayward, man. His name got Hayward in the Bay in it. I'm like, come on, dog. Okay. All right. Okay. Taylor Mitchell Davis, yeah. Al Davis drafted Fabian Washington. Horrible. Throw in Ed Reed as well. Yeah. Okay, looking for that Asylum Mendo. They are hard to find. Okay. All right, y'all, man. We went pretty long today, almost 2 hours. But yeah, man, Cam Miller is not the second string quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, y'all. Told you guys, man. Don't get mad at me because I let you guys have it when it's my turn. Okay? That's how it works. I never duck a fade. I never duck it. You guys want to come over here and you want to run a fade with me? You want to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about and all these things and I'm one of the worst people. I don't know what I'm all these things, bro. And then when I come and I serve you up, man, and give you a 3-piece chicken McNugget, with extra fries on the side, something wrong with me? Nah, dog. You played with me, bro. I'm not to be played with, man. You got to know what you're talking about, man. You got to finish this shit up. You didn't finish it up. Cam Miller is not the second string quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, like I told you, bro. Just like I said. Now, does that mean he's not going to come back? I don't know. But what it does mean is if he does come back, the practice squad is not the 53-man roster. So no matter how you spin it, how you carve it, how you could put it on a pizza, I got it right. So just be mad that you didn't get it right. But I did. All right, man. Let me get up out of here, you guys. Love all y'all, man. Anything else pops off, we'll see. But as of right now, your quarterback crew is Geno Smith, Kenny Pickett, and Aiden O'Connell. Even though his wrist is broken, he's still on a 53-man roster. That's the question that you need to be figuring out. Matthew Shackenfield.